Some of you may recognize this video. It comes from the workplace management system created by John Christensen called the FiSH Philosophy. The video was taken at Seattle's Pike Place Fish Market and demonstrates ways to make the workplace a better place to work. At Silkworm, we don't throw fish, but we do like to have fun as we take care of our customers. So instead of showing this video from Pike's Place Fish Market over and over and over and over again, we decided to create our own video explaining the FiSH philosophy in our own words, what it means to us, and how important it can be in making the place we work better.
What is fish? That I don't know. Flish.
Skip. Next question, please.
Quality orders done on time.
What is FiSH philosophy?
It's a moment where you.
Fish.
I do like fish. I like raw fish. I like sushi.
I like turtles.
Fish taco.
You can eat it if you're really hungry.
Should have gave me a couple days to think of this.
It seems to me the fish philosophy is to.
The FiSH philosophy is.
This is a hard question.
What? Okay. I'm laughing. I can't stop.
I totally did not think about this.
I feel like I'm on the spot, dude.
I looked it up on Wikipedia. It was really not helpful at all.
The FiSH philosophy, you want all four parts of it, or you just want the basic?
Oh, FiSH philosophy is kind of a lot of things, actually.
Keeping a positive attitude in the workplace from the whole Seattle fish market.
You have to spend a lot of time here. There's a lot of time spent at work, you know, making ends meet.
Be here, you have to want to be participant in the FiSH philosophy.
And we spend a lot of time around each other. And so I would guess the FiSH philosophy is to try to make it as much fun as possible.
You know, if you come to work and you enjoy what you're doing, it's a lot easier to not hate it.
While I'm here, I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna remain positive whenever I can.
Enjoying what you do and making the most of what's given to you.
That I can go to work and enjoy my job and help other people that work with me enjoy their jobs, and then help the customers enjoy coming in and watching me do my job.
It's definitely teamwork. You know, I think wherever anybody's needed, they'll always show up and be there.
It's about people and how you interact with people. We're here at Silkworm. We're not thinking about what's going on at home, or we're not having drama in our lives about something else. We're here at Silkworm, present, so that we can be engaged with other people.
Just a good work environment, having fun, enjoying yourself, just working at your best and making time go by fast.
It means involvement. It means getting everybody involved.
Just making things the best they can be for everybody. You know, it's a thing that everybody has to work at day to day, but I feel like we do a pretty good job. Taking the turmoil of everyday work and striving to make it a funner, greater place to work.
To compliment other people that I'm around every day. If I can encourage them with any kind of an encouraging word.
Try to have a good attitude and a good perspective on what you're doing.
Choosing our attitudes, that when we come to work every day, we have a choice.
You know, I can get up really grumpy in the morning, and I can be grumpy here at work, and then that affects everybody else.
I can either make someone's day or I can destroy someone's day, just how I want to go into it.
The heart is respect for one another.
Try to go out of my way to help other people to solve their problems.
Working hard, but also playing. I think that really embodies this right here at Silkworm. You can have fun, still get the job done.
Silkworm's attempt to bring fun to Silkworm.
Do some games, have some fun, and hopefully make a nice experience for everybody.
You know, it's not required or anything. They're not trying to force us to have fun, but Bob's creating an environment where it kind of harbors that.
You play while you're trying to get the job done all day, and but at the same time you don't want to, I don't want to use the word infect, but you want to infect people with that same.
Just bring everyone together, you know, to have a good time, play, make their day, choose their attitude.
Getting the job done, seeing the big picture, and trying to have a little fun.
Coming to work excited and ready to do your job.
For me, it's just doing the things that I do already. It's, you know, working hard and having a good time.
With FiSH, you've got this, all right, I'm going to respect my employees, I'm going to have fun, I'm going to have them in a good mood. The better mood or the happier they are, the better quality of work they produce. Then that quality gets passed on to the customer. That customer then sees that quality and kind of feels the joy that comes from this.
The FiSH philosophy to me is that I have a choice to come to work and make it a great experience. I can choose how I feel, and I know that I have control of how I feel, and I can also do my little part to make other people feel like it's a good day.
Why is FiSH important?
I think it's extremely important to a company that people have a good time at work, because you spend a lot of time at work. It's like a small city. People come in here, they go to their little houses or their little departments.
Better relations between people, better relations between departments.
You have the opportunity to come in here and complain about everything that happens, and if you just choose not to do it and let it roll off your back, you're way better off for it.
It's important to have the camaraderie through the entire plant or through the entire office so that we can work together.
Having like a good environment where everybody gets along pretty well is something that helps everything go more smoothly. And when you don't have a good environment, nothing goes well at all, ever. You don't want to go to work in the morning, you know, things just don't flow well.
I think that Silkworm is a place that's about friendship. You know, I think that if we keep that attitude to lift people up, to be kind to our fellow workers, I just think it makes everybody in a better mood and makes for a much better working environment.
Well, nobody wants to sit around mad all day. It doesn't do nobody no good or get anything done.
If you don't want to go to work, you're having a bad day, and then you rub off on other people, you're not going to be productive, you're not going to be successful, you're just counting down the hours until you can go home.
Sitting there with my head down, just doing work all day, it gets boring and it becomes work. Whenever you have fun, it's not work anymore, it's something that you enjoy doing, it's fun.
If you're not enjoying your work, you're going to come in with a horrible attitude, you're just going to be punching the clock, looking at the time, just so that you can get out for the rest of the day and be done with it, and you won't be as productive and you won't enjoy your time here.
People are happier when they're having fun, and happy coworkers are never a bad thing.
It keeps things new.
It's just great to just have that carefree, almost like you're almost at home, but you know you've got to focus at work.
You don't want to be miserable just working, but you don't want to just have fun and never get anything done either.
At heart, we're all human. We all have our good days, we all have our bad days. And when you're here, and even if you're having to force a smile sometimes, you're here to do your job, to take care of the customer.
And granted, we are like a family because there are times that we fight like brothers and sisters, or mom and dads, or dad and daughter, or mom and son. But we are a family when it comes down to the end of the day.
And so when you do get hit with a task, you're like, oh well, shrug it and do it, you know, instead of complaining about everything. Now this time, it's just, you gotta have that open mentality.
It forces you to try to think bigger than yourself. You're trying to make other people's day, which is not natural. It's not something that we do. We tend to be kind of selfish, so I like the idea of trying to go out of your way to make somebody else's day, and I think that's a better place to be.
If you have a good attitude, people feed off of that. If you have a bad attitude, again, they feed off of that. And that one bad apple can ruin it for everybody else. And it's time to just keep doing what you do, smile on your face, makes the day go by quicker, and then do it the next day, do it the next day. It is work after all.
If somebody keeps seeing you and they realize, hey, he's smiling, he's happy, you know, it's infectious.
You know, I do it, I see other people do it. You know, when you see other people do it, it makes it a little more encouraging to do it on your own.
We spend a lot of time here, day in and day out, and if we're all going to share this space together and spend that kind of time together, let's make it the best it can be, and that's really just by again, choosing our process and respecting the other folks in our process, and realizing that, hey, we have control of making this a great place.
PG examples of fish philosophy at work.
Flag football.
Cake day.
Tony's great big head. That was a what you call it? You know, like a piñata.
I think Ryan Ehlers really embodies the fish philosophy. He's a lot of fun. He's always trying to make me laugh, always trying to make the workplace a little bit more interesting without crossing the line.
Well, I think Ryan Ehlers.
Cake day. All about the cake day.
I think the coins are a really great way to spread that. You know, if you have to get something done quickly, you say, hey, make someone's day, you give them the coins, and they're excited. Yeah, I'll do it, and that just rubs off. They were happy to do it, they got a little reward, you got a reward, everybody benefits.
Our annual Halloween costume contest.
Sometimes play around, throw tape balls at each other.
Having tape balls visit your head.
It's always a riot whenever I go into accounting because they're just silly in there.
Well, I guess Fish Week is a pretty good example. You know, where we all just kind of celebrate the philosophy itself. They throw fish, we throw smiles during Fish Week.
Try to get everybody involved in everything. Try not to leave anybody out.
It means walking down the hall, you know, past your boss and wondering if you're going to get put into an arm bar or not.
Bob, you know, even though he's stressed, he'll come by and give you a closed arm or he'll bump you and want to do a little wrestle. It's him working his energy out, and therefore it kind of relates to us to know that the owner, he's working his ass off, still allows us to know, hey, we can let some steam out. It, you know, it makes a better working environment.
I see it all the time, every day. People are smiling, people are talking, people are getting along with each other. And for me personally, it's when I drop everything and I just grab somebody and take them down.
I try to make sure everybody laughs or smiles at least once a day. It's just I'm like, you're in a bad mood, I don't like it.
Something as simple for me is when I walk in the door at 8 o'clock in the morning and Doris saying hello every morning.
We like to play a lot, like to have a lot of fun, like to mess around with each other and just joke around and keep it lighthearted while at the same time doing our work and doing it really well.
I think probably the best example of fish that I've seen is actually Amanda. I get to work with her every day, and everything that comes up, she just smiles and says, okay, doesn't matter what it is. She's like, okay, and then she figures out how to do it and moves on.
You know, every time that, you know, someone, you know, Bob or somebody else comes on and does an all call and says, you know, hey, we need anyone who's available to come back and fold shirts, and, you know, people from accounting and art and, you know, all, you know, sales and just all over the company, you know, everyone just files back and, you know, everyone's folding shirts and, you know, helping out.
It's when someone is sick and they're missing from work, someone always steps up and says, sure, I'll step in, I can cover that phone.
Going above and beyond and, you know, helping someone load boxes to make a delivery. Or, you know, someone else taking a phone call when an account executive is busy.
We always are able to step up and help whoever that is that needs the help. And to me, that's a big thing, because people could just say, oh, that's not my job, I don't need to worry about it.
Being kind to people, if you have the choice to say something negative or say something positive, just always choose something positive. Anytime you can lift somebody up and bring something good into their life, you're going to make them feel better about themselves, they're going to do their job better, and we're all going to win from it. So.